Hey there, welcome back to Blacklist Universe. This is Mike, and today, again, I'll be fixing another Concord character. Today, it's VALE. In deciding how I wanted to redesign this character, I wanted to do some details on this character to actually make her stand out. The thing that stuck out to me the most, which they seem to hide, is her bionic legs. So let's get into it. Before we jump into that, allow me 30 seconds to introduce myself. My name is Mike S. Miller, 32-year professional comic book creator, video game concept artist, writer, blah blah blah. I'm the creator of multiple intellectual properties including Imaginaries, Deal with the Devil, Six Gun Samurai, and Lone Star. Available to pre-order at lonestarcomic.com, link in the description below. Our vision here at Blacklist Universe is ultimately to create a multimedia venture to bring quality and ethics back to storytelling. We're tired of the DEI woke agenda ruining every book, comic, game, movie, and TV show, and we're bound and determined to do something about it. If that sounds good to you, then join us by subscribing and maybe even supporting us as a channel member. No one can fight the culture war alone. We're here to fight and to make a difference, and we hope you are too. And one more thing, I do a weekly live stream at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time called Drawn and Quartered, where me and a group of my other professional artist friends get together and draw and chat and have a good time, and we would love for you to join us. Now back to the video. So once again, I'm trying to do something reflective of the original character. This character actually has a good physique, although she's got bionic legs, as you can tell, which should be the premier issue when you're looking at a character. It's like, what is unique about this character? Is it her lovely dark skin? Is it her beautiful black braids? Is it her funky? It's the fact that she's got bionic legs. One of her power-ups is she does a double jump because she has bionic legs. And their initial character design, they do everything they can essentially to cover up her bionic legs and make it like a non-issue. It's like, bro, that's kind of what sets her apart. I mean, other than she's a sniper. So I went in, her body, otherwise her body is, she seems like she has a very fit, athletic body. She even, underneath that weird baggy turtleneck thing, you can tell she actually has, how do I say it? She's got a decent rack on her. So, first of all, I tilted her sniper rifle so it's not just like boring up and down straight. Anyways, I gave her the cuter face. I took the scopes from her head, and instead I gave it, because this is the future. You're not going to have to actually have big ol' honking scopes. Look at your phone. Look at your thin little cell phone that has a camera on it that you can view. Some of these have ridiculous, like 100x zoom on them, and I don't know. I just don't see why you'd have need a set of goggles in some future space game where they have to be sticking out like 3 inches from your head. So, I mean, I still made them oversized goggles, and maybe they have some other funky features in there, but that's what I did because, I don't know, I thought, first of all, they look cuter. Second of all, it's totally unnecessary, technologically speaking, even today, even right now. If you're like trying to do the maximum technological advancement on a set of goggles so you could zoom, bro, you're not going to need those stinking giant honking things. Anyway, I took her collared coat. I expanded her collar, make it look a little more stylish. And I gave her one of those cool, like, cut off. These jackets were really popular in the 90s. And so I'm bringing it back where you got the really short jacket part, but you've still got the sleeves and the collar and all that stuff. And then I did something fun and funky with her braids. It doesn't have to be horribly realistic. This is a video game, so I gave her just not, I wouldn't say Pippi Longstocking, but I gave her big, thick, dynamic braids that stick out from her head and give her a fun silhouette. So she would be instantly recognizable from anywhere. At any pixel size. Again, she already had an ample bosom, so I just took the drapery off of her and let us see the female figure, because if 2/3 of your audience is boys, give them what they want. And the other third is girls. Why do designers think that girls don't want cute, feminine characters to play? Why do they think they want like frumpy, uninteresting, boring? I don't know what they were thinking, but they weren't thinking logically or practically or rationally or anything. They were I think they're just Marxists, and their brains are mush. Anyways, the bionic legs. I took, man, this drawing took me like twice as long as my usual drawings for the redesigns, and I think it's because of all these bionic, like, I like it takes time to do mechanical stuff, and on this I not only did the bionic legs, which, well, I keep saying bionic, robotic, bionic, whatever. That rifle, tech takes time, so the bionic legs and the rifle ended up doubling the length of time it took me to draw this character, or to design this character. I think it came out pretty good, but you let me know if it was worth the time in the comment section, and maybe I'll do less bionic stuff in the future. I don't know. Let's see how this video does before I commit to another robotic character that takes me way too long. I do have a real job, you know. I do have other things I need to do. I can't just sit here and redesign stuff for YouTube all day. This doesn't pay me. I just do this for fun. Well, and to grow my channel, so. Oh, yeah, so since I took away her really baggy, weird, torn up jacket thing, why is everyone's clothes torn up in here? Look at the top of it. I mean, okay, you can't see it, but the top of it looks like perfectly new, brand new, clean, well kept, and then the bottom is just like ripped into pieces. It doesn't make a lick of sense design wise or purpose wise or anything wise. Yeah, there's that flippin' rifle that took me for why does tech take so long to draw? I'd rather draw 10 organic things than one piece of tech. It's just, you know, I mean, I have fun drawing tech, but dang, it takes me so long. Anyways, I added the sniper stand to the sniper rifle because why would you have... I've carried a 50 caliber sniper rifle before. Those things are not light. You're not going to just be able to, like, you know, prop that up on your arm and be very... especially if you're a girl. She doesn't have robotic arms to carry a 40-pound rifle, or however heavy. It's not 40 pounds. Gosh dang it. It seemed like it was 40 pounds. That thing was heavy. That 50 cal, whew, that didn't even have extra bullets in it. It was just a single fire 50 cal Barrett. And dang, that sucker was like a weightlifting, like an Olympic weightlifting bar, which is 45 pounds, which is why I'm starting to think maybe it was closer to 40 pounds. Anyways, I'm getting way off track here. So yeah, all that stuff took forever and a day to do, and so now I get to go in and eventually I'll get to the coloring here. But yeah, I added that sash. So I wanted to see the figure because we really get so little of the natural figure in here because the robot legs take up half of the body. So the natural figure, what you have left, I just put her in a very simple, basic one-piece bikini or body suit, however you phrase it, whatever the, you know, athletes wear, the Olympic people. And then I gave her a sash because she had her arm wrapped before, and so I'm like, I kind of like the wrap thing, but I don't want to do it on her arm because it doesn't really make sense. So I wrapped her stomach with it, and I let the material drape because that just, it's cool. It's something you see in a lot of old 80s comic books, and it really makes that silhouette kind of pop extra cool. Plus, she's a jumper, so it's material you could use, like when she's jumping. It's cool because she's jumping and she's got something flapping in the wind behind her. That is just extra dynamic and extra fun. So once again, into the coloring, tint, tone, hue. I know you've heard it. If you've seen any of my videos, you've seen me say it. Tint, tone, hue. This is what I do. I drop a base dark tone in, and then I go in and I excise where I believe the light is coming in from. So, man, she just looks so much cuter, doesn't she? I mean, just even the upper 10th of this character just looks so much more appealing. Now, I don't know what they were thinking. They put, like, the baseball cap, like a backward baseball cap, and then those binocular-style eye scope things. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're thinking. They had no aesthetic value to speak of. Like, none of the characters in this game are aesthetically pleasing. Like every single one of them, you look at it and you say, well, maybe that has some potential, but none of these should have been final. They could have been good, like, placement holder characters or something to get the game and the gameplay built out. But the fact that they took those all the way past beta, where they couldn't even get 2,500 people to play this game for free, and then launch it, I don't know what they're thinking. Nobody knows what they're thinking. That's why there's so many of these videos out there. So many people are doing these redesigns on YouTube because the designs were so bad, and there's so many people out there just saying, I could have done better. And that's what motivated me to do these videos. I saw this one guy, I'm not going to say who it was, but he was getting hundreds of thousands of views on his redesigns, and I was looking at it and going, even his redesigns are nothing. They're like, you didn't change anything. You didn't add anything of value, or, you made some tonal changes and some, color changes. And it's like, these things need a basic ground up redesign. And even, again, if you're trying to maintain a consistency and a recognizability with the characters, that's fine. You can do that. You can use the elements like I did here. The elements are still there for this character so that you know who it is. But you have to give it style. You have to give it design of interest, right? Right? And I think I've done that here. I think every part of this, as I said in other videos, every part of a design has to be designed. It has to be interesting and fun to look at. Every shape has to be an interesting shape. Your eye has to want to wander around the character and look at all of the parts individually, and not just like hit a brick wall of boredom, of blah. It's like even doing the very, very simple one piece that I put under her coat, I was like really tempted to like just go crazy and do some kind of cool design in there. But there's so much other stuff going on this character, with the gun, with the leg, with the tech, with the jacket, with the braids, everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give your eyes a place to rest just on her natural torso. And yeah, I drew a couple lines on there, but I didn't even do alternating colors in there. You'll see when it comes up. But yeah, here I'm doing selections for the different colors. We call this flatting or color selection, and it is by far the most boring part of any coloring process. But it is also, in doing this, knowing that later on I'm going to be doing color variations so that you can have different skins that you can select in the select window if this was actually happening in real life. I had to cut and paste these in onto different layers, whereas if you're doing it just coloring regular comic books, you generally don't do that. You just generally you color all the different spots, and then that's all usually on one layer per character, and then you just select that color. But I wanted to do this so that you'll see it at the end. I'm going to upload the various skins so that you can all right, I had a hard time selecting how I wanted to frame these color choices. I think we ended up with a good one. My daughter was like looking over my shoulder, and she's like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And I think we ended up with a pretty cool balance here. We are using complementary colors, the blue and the brown. Brown is just dark orange, and blue and orange are complementary colors. So blue and brown always work together well. I even changed the kind of a throwback to C-3PO. I changed the color of part of her lower leg so that it's like, it's unbalanced. Even though the two legs are identical, like C-3PO, it's unbalanced. That's why probably George Lucas did that with the one silver leg on C-3PO, because there's so many other droids out there, and they all, you have to set him apart from all of the other droids that are perfectly balanced. And making characters asymmetrical, it's a way to set them apart from the non-player characters, and the the also-rans and just the boring characters. So here I am throwing a little bit of color here and there, accents here and there, you know, bringing the red from, I couldn't go all the way, you know, head to toe because of the legs, but I did drop a little bit of the red on the gun just to sort of have those layers balance each other out. All right, now here is a selection of different color variations. You could call them skin selection screens. Let me know which one is your favorite. I do sort of favor the original blue on blue, dark blue on blue with the red accents. But let me know which one's your favorite in the comment section below. I'm having a great time doing all these. Like I said, I'm not making I'm making a few pennies. But hopefully we'll be growing this channel and more and more people will come in and see what good design looks like. And if you hate my designs, let me know too. There have been some haters in the comment section. That's fine. I answer everybody, or I try to answer everybody. I'm getting a lot of comments, and I appreciate every single one. So please do like, subscribe, share it, leave a comment in that comment section below, and I will see you all on the next video.